Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and like I said last time, I'm going to be reading the Bible to y'all. This is part 2 from the last one, so let's just get right into it. Now, we left off from the first page, so we will be moving to chapter 2, or chapter 3, sorry. But there went up a mist from the earth, and watered the whole face of the ground. And the Lord God formed man of the dust of the ground, and breathed into his nostrils and breath of life. And man became a living soul. And the Lord God planted a garden eastward in Eden, and there he put the man whom he had formed. And out of the ground made the Lord God to grow every tree that is pleasant to the sight and good for food. The tree God createth man, the garden of Odin, of life also in the midst of the garden, and the tree of knowledge of good and evil. And a river went out of Eden to water the garden, and from thence it was parted, and became into 4 heads. The name of the first is Poison, that is in which compass. Oh, I'm having so much trouble with these words. I'm gonna skip over it. The whole land of Haviah, where there is gold, and the gold of that land is good. There is Belium, and the onyx stone. And the name of the second river is Gihon. The same word that I could not pronounce earlier, the whole land of Ethiopia. And the name of the third river is Hindikel. This is it which groweth toward the east of Assyria. And the fourth river is Erevia. And the Lord God took the man and put him into the garden of Eden, to dress it and keep it. And the Lord God commanded the man, saying, of every tree of the garden that you mayest freely eat. Now, but of the tree of the knowledge of good and evil thou shalt not eat of it. For in the day thou eatest thereof thou shalt surely die. And the Lord God said, it is not good that the man should be alone. I will make him a help meet for him. And out of the ground the Lord God formed every beast of the field, and every fowl of the air, and brought them unto Adam, to see what he would call them. And whatsoever Adam called every living creature, that was the name thereof. And Adam gave names to all cattle, and to fowl of the air, and to every beast of the field. But for Adam there was not found a help meet for him. And the Lord God caused a deep sleep to fall upon Adam. And he slept, and he took one of his ribs, and closed up the flesh instead thereof. And the rib of which the Lord God had taken from man, made he a woman, and brought her unto the man. And Adam said, this is now bone of my bones, and flesh of my flesh. She shall be called woman, because she taken out of man. Therefore shall a man leave his father and his mother, and shall cleave unto his wife, and they shall be one flesh. The forbidden fruit eaten, man's punishment. And they were both naked, the man and his wife, and were not ashamed. Now, chapter 2 was all about how God made the first man and woman on earth, Adam and Eve, as you would know them. And it was talking about how Adam was naming all these other animals that God had created, and God gave him the power to name all the animals he wanted, and so he did. But instead he made one of his own. By taking a rib and flesh, he made woman, which is Eve. He made female, and he called that female Eve. Now, when it talks about flesh and rib into one, that's talking about how when they reproduce into a child, and they have a kid, that kid is their rib and flesh, all of their DNA into one. And now Adam took his rib and flesh, made Eve, and it's talking about how they were going to be there forever. But sadly, Eve ate the apple, as we know. But before all of that, Adam made Eve. So at first it was just man on earth, but Adam decided female should walk the earth too. So he made it happen. Female, or woman, was made, and there were two genders to walk the earth. And when Adam was made, neither of them had clothes, so they were both naked, but they were not ashamed, and they were man and wife. And chapter 3, it's talking about what happened when Eve ate the apple, but I will talk about that on the next part. Thank you for being with me today. You are all God's work. You are all beautiful. Never forget that. You are all in God's picture. You are in God's place. God bless all of you. And thank you for being with me here today.